Disclaimer: this product was provided to the author to do a review. All opinions are 100% authors and authors alone. To have your product reviewed, visit bit.ly/reviewmyproduct.
Alright, so the first cable we're going to go ahead and plug in is the 24-pin ATX cable. So I'm just going to slide it over here for now. Alright, and let's go ahead, turn this beast around, and see what we're working with. Okay, well, thankfully the connection is right here. So just going to go ahead and put this back. Simple connection, clicks right in place. Now, it is sleeved, but the sleeving only goes so far. So unfortunately, you will see this ugly mess until I get a new one. So anyway, aside from that, now we're going to plug in the 8-pin EPS, or in this case, the 4+4 pin. Okay, so we have our, as you saw before, we have our choice of 2 cables. So I'm just going to go for the outermost cable here so that the cabling looks a little bit nicer. Okay, that outermost tends to be a, or is a PCIe connection. So we'll just use this one and we'll go ahead and drop it. I believe it's right up here. If not, we'll just move it. So let me raise the camera so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, I believe it's right here, so I'm just going to drop it in there for now. And if it's not, I could just move it over there. So let's turn her around again. Okay, so good thing. I was right. Let me raise the camera a little bit more. Okay, and I'm going to zoom in so you get better see what I'm doing over here. So the 8-pin is right here. Okay, so I'm bringing in the cable from up here, connecting it right here. There is no good way so that you could see how I'm doing it. Actually, maybe there is. Let me move you around this way. All right, now I'm just going to bring it more so I can see what I'm working with. Make sure they're both connected in there properly. All right, and there we go. It's all connected. So cool. So now we have the 24-pin and the 8-pin. So we're doing well here. All right, let's come down here. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and connect the front panel I/O headers. Okay, this is the power reset, power LED, all that good stuff. So we're just going to go ahead and let me lower you down so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just sorting it so that it's not in the way of other cables. Okay, so I'm going to bring it through the grommet that's already there. Okay. Now let's go ahead and see where she landed. All right, so we can see that she's sticking out there. So I'm going to go ahead and raise the camera so that you have a better view. All right, so the front panel headers are right here. Power switch, reset switch. And it's going to be different for every single motherboard, but this is just to give you an idea. So again, reset switch, HD LED, power switch, and power LED. Okay, so every single most motherboards have silk screened on there what the individual ones do. So the red one is power on, the green one down here is power LED, the orange one is HD LED, and that purple one is reset. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and connect those real quick. I'm going to get in the way, so I apologize. Just make sure I got that one good. Okay, and now power LED. See if I could do it this way so that you have a better angle. Okay, and then reset switch. And HD LED. All right, that's it, pretty simple. And the cables are nice tucked out of the way. All right, so let's swing her around again. All right, so right next to that, we saw the USB connection. So let's go ahead and plug that guy in real quick. And now I'm going to go ahead and slide the HD audio because I know it's a little bit further down this way, over here. So I'm just going to slide it in ahead. Okay. Okay, so the audio is right up here and USB is right down here. So I'm going to go ahead and connect the USB first, since it is really easy. Okay, and now let's see where the audio connection went. I slid it through. Okay, so I just slid it back down again. It went down here. Okay, and now I connect the front panel audio header. All right, easy as that. Actually, what I'm going to go ahead and do is bring up the front panel audio header to this grommet right over here. I forgot it was there. So let me slide that through. Alright, so feeding it through the other grommet. Maybe not. Let me try it again. Now I got it in there. Okay. And now what I'm looking at is right here. Let me zoom in so you can see it better. Just in case you haven't connected one of these before. You'll notice there's a little stopper right here. And you'll notice the same thing right back here. There'll be a pin missing. Let me see if I can get a better shot of that. Okay. Notice that pin missing right there. goes along with that missing pin right here. So okay, so it's connected. So now we have USB 2.0 from Panel Audio. We have reset power and LED switch, USB 3.0 right over here. And now let's see what else we have to connect. All right, so now we're just going to connect these two hard drives here. So the problem I'm going to have, unfortunately, is, and I have it every time there's hard drives back here, is with this particular cable, even if I stretch it out like that, it never reaches both. So I kind of have to throw this one away and only use these two. So there goes that cable. All right, so this is where I said I'm going to have to take it off, and I'm going to have to take it off one more time for the SATA cable, but that's okay. Just connect that. There you go. Slide it back in there. And again, I'm going to have to disconnect it one more time. But I'm just doing it like this to show you how quick and easy it is. Okay. And then here is the second. Now, I'm not going to make it too nice and neat. I don't want to make it an 85-hour video. It's already probably long as it is. But I'm just giving you an example of where all the cables go and how to connect them and all that good stuff. So just so that you have an idea. All right, so now we have this cable, and then unfortunately we have this connection just in limbo right now. So now we're going to go ahead and connect the other two SSDs, and there is another cable that comes down. This is the same connection as here, so we're going to go ahead and connect it. This is to power the LEDs up on the top of the case for the USB ports. I'm not going to do that right now, but just so that you know that we will be connecting that. Okay, and just kind of planning things ahead. Okay. Let me go ahead and move that ATX, so give me one quick second. All right, so up here in the front, we're going to go ahead and connect 4 hard drives. So we'll connect one here. Let me bring it up a little bit closer. All right, and now hard drive number 2. Usually I would be a little more concerned with slot 0 and 1, and then slot 2 and 3 for the SSDs, to keep slot 0 for the C drive, but because we have the PCIe SSD, that's where the OS is, I don't have to worry about that. All right, so we have all 4 hard drives connected. Alright, and now let's turn her around again. Let me zoom out so you get a better view of everything. Alright, so first hard drive. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to cable this so that even though it is in the back, just to make it look pretty nice and make it work. Okay, and we'll connect the first drive. Okay, right here. And just in case, because maybe, you know what, maybe you've never connected an SSD before, show you guys real quick how that goes connected. So first we have the SATA power that goes on this long one right here. Just push that in, pretty simple. And then we have the SATA data connection, which here's the SATA cable, the SATA data cable. Connect it right here. And again, we slide the drive into place. And this time, since I'm not going to move the drive, I'm going to screw it in a little tighter. And now we'll have the second SATA cable. Now, the way I'm doing it right here is the cable that was on the bottom, more closest to the tray, is the one that goes out the furthest. And then connect this one right here. And let me go ahead and connect the USB connection real quick. Thankfully, because of that cutout, really easy. Okay, and now we have those two right over here, and I'll probably do some kind of zip tying just to bring them all together. And I'm just going to feed these back here. So what I was going to do, and I'm still going to do it, but I'll do that off camera, I don't want to waste your time, is I'm going to feed these cables over this cable, since this one's probably going to be closer over here, trying to hide it. Okay, and then, well, you already know how these go connected. Those two down there will go connected much the same way. Then we have this cable right over here. Again, this provides the LED light for the USB ports, and you know, that's a simple connection. Just get a SATA power cable, connect that right up here. That's it, it's connected. And then we have the fan controller. You have the speeds up there, and these are all going to go connected here. So what I'm going to do now is just make everything look pretty, and then I'll come back to you guys so that you can see my final work. Alright guys, so here's the final product, and let me show you what she's got. Alright. Alright, so back here what I did was that 8-pin EPS cable, I zip tied to one of these guys right here. These are cut out so that you can put zip ties through, so to make it look nice. There we go. And then, well, the SSDs kind of just worked its magic in there. Push some of them down here. You can see I pushed a lot of the excess cable right in this pocket, so there's a good amount of space to put some cables through. Now, all that huge cable clutter, including the 24-pin PCIe ATX connection, ATX connection, not PCIe, I routed all these cables along the top here, the USB header, the reset power, LED, and USB 3.0. I routed everything here. I brought over the ATX cable and routed it along here. It's under here. You can see a little bit of it right over here, not much. I routed everything down through here and pushed it right in here as well. The hard drives, the two SSDs I have back here, the cables are all connected, as well as the LED power cable, which came down here as well and then went right in here, and actually it's right here. So you can see how that looks, and let me bring over some more light for you guys. Okay, so just maybe so you could see a little bit better how everything is right there, and maybe you can't, so let me zoom in for you real quick. Doesn't look real pretty right there, but that's okay. That's all going to be covered with the solid side panel, and then nothing is really sticking out of the case. Maybe right here, but you know, that's easily pushed in. And so everything fits in perfectly in this case. And up here, let me lift the camera a little bit. So up here, I brought along the cables that connected back here to the fan. So here are all the fan headers that go connected up in the front with the switch for silent, off, and high. Okay, so everything is connected to that fan header. Turn it back around. And then so you can see here how that's routed here. This fan is also routed back here, connected to the header. And then this is brought around this way and is connected along that chain. Just so that you can get a better idea. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the nicest looking PCIe cables. So yeah, they stand out a little bit, or a lot of it. But hopefully soon I'll be getting another either 1200 or 1250. I've had this power supply for 5 years. Still working perfectly fine. That's why I like to go for one with more wattage capacity. That way I don't ever need to upgrade unless a standard changes along the way somewhere. But you can see it works out just well, because there will be that person or that group of people complaining, you don't need that much power. Well, you're right, you don't. But if you don't use it, it won't take up that much power. So you can have a 1200 only taking up 300 watts. So there we go. We can see here the headers, and the USB 3 is back there, still connected. And then over here, the HD audio. And they put the grommets all in the right place except for that one that I had to use for the USB 3.0. So what I thought was going to be a mess right back here is actually incredibly clean because of the way I cabled and routed everything right along here. They brought this part up so that you can route cables behind it, and if you had a big mess you could put SSDs here to cover it up. Now the problem that this being brought for me was I couldn't put that EVGA CLC 280 because it would hit right here. You can see how that's sticking out a little tiny bit. And let me zoom in a little bit more. Let me raise it and zoom in some more for you. Okay, so right here, you can see it is raised, and then that's how I was able to fit in the cables right back here. But because of that, I wasn't able to put that EVGA CLC 280 heatsink or fans, no matter how I would have put it. And then the odd part was up front, where you're supposed to be able to put in another liquid cooling unit. I wasn't able to put in my CLC 280 either, or here as well. So I don't think it's anything wrong that EVGA did, you know what, or maybe they went against the standard, but I've already let Enermax know about the issues I've had with this case. Hopefully they'll address it soon with, you know, some written in the manual or on the website, so that, you know, or if you or if I want to buy this case and you want to have it liquid cooled, you know exactly what liquid cool unit you can use. Surely just about any Enermax liquid cooling unit is going to work fine, but I don't want to say that they're all going to work fine because, well, I haven't tested them. But anyways, hopefully soon I'll be able to test some more Enermax liquid cooling units, and maybe even an Enermax power supply that'll fix this issue along with that issue. You know, cabling looks nice and everything, but these really stand out in a black case. But anyway, this is Iggy with Dragon Blogger doing a build for you inside of the Enermax Equilence case. Iggy with Dragon Blogger out. See you guys.
Disclaimer: this product was provided to the author to do a review. All opinions are 100% authors and authors alone. For more information, visit bit.ly/dbdisclose. To have your product or brand showcased on Dragon Blogger, visit bit.ly/reviewmyproduct. Thank you for watching.